the other day, she signed me up for that dating show with all the eligible bachelors. Love on the Spectrum.
Hey everyone. So I am seeing if I can become a stand-up comedian in just 1 year. I'm documenting every week of my journey, and this week I'm going to be reacting to week 18. I did 3 minutes at a open mic in Portland called Casual Fridays. So I'm going to be reacting to the clip, giving you context, and breaking it down as I go along. Before we jump in, I did 3 minutes of material here that I've done once before. I did the same jokes, except this time I made a little bit of change to the material. So without further ado, let's jump in.
Keep it going for Logan, everyone. So my mom, kind of weird, she's been pestering me to get out and have sex. She doesn't say it that way. She says she wants grandkids. But she's just as annoying as my college fraternity. She's like, we need to get you out there and hook up with a hot chick. Except my mom's like, whatever you do, don't wear protection. You let those boys swim. Gross, Mom. But I appreciate her. You know what she said to me the other day? She was like, hey, time's running out. I was like, Mom, I'm 31. She's like, yeah, I'm 60. I want to swaddle that baby before I forget who you are. Get on it. But I appreciate her. She's been trying to set me up.
So this first joke went pretty well. The first time I told it, it went well too. That means it's probably a good joke. I did add some things this time, like after I say, whatever you do, don't wear protection, and then I say, you let those boys swim. Gross, Mom. That could have maybe confused the audience a little bit because I took my mic away from my mouth. Whenever you do that, you're risking not being heard, and also just the audience processing you doing that, which sounds weird. Like, it's a very simple thing, but even those subtle nuances matter a lot in stand-up. So far, it's going really well. Looks like I got laughs up until that line, and then it was kind of a pause, and then my next line about, you know, you better, I want to swaddle that baby before I forget who you are. Got another laugh. So this is overall a really strong joke, and so far it's going really well. Let's keep going.
I found out the other day she signed me up for that dating show with all the eligible bachelors. Love on the Spectrum. I was like, Mom, I have anxiety, not autism. She was like, I'm over here. Oh, Mom, I have anxiety.
So I love this joke. This is a classic misdirect where clearly I'm baiting you into thinking I'm going to say The Bachelor, right? Oh, she signed me up for that dating show with all the eligible bachelors. And then I take a sharp turn to Love on the Spectrum, which is just a great joke. Not to, pat myself on the back. If you guys have watched the last couple weeks, this is the best I've done for a while, so cut me some slack, all right? So this is a really good misdirection joke. Now my tag here did okay. It did better last time, and I'm always having to figure out why, because the idea here is that, with my tag of my mom saying, I'm over here, and I'm like, oh, and I have to turn, they struggle with eye contact. People with autism struggle with eye contact. So I'm trying to be ironic here, going with the joke that she signed me up for Love on the Spectrum. So the joke hit really well, but the tag could use some work. Maybe I could work on making it a little bit easier to understand. So things are off to a great start.
Yeah, when you're 30 and single, your family starts to get suspicious. Like my mom, normally she's passive about her communication, but she likes to communicate with signs decorated all throughout the house. Like she has one that says, do the dishes, it's your mother's wishes, or make your bed, or you're not getting fed. Her newest one, don't hide away, tell us you're gay. I was like, Mom, why is this in my old room? She was like, well, technically, it's hanging in your closet. Mom, I have nothing to tell you. I really don't. But yeah, I think she just needs something to nurture.
This joke was interesting. I'm trying to find a way to make the setup a little quicker. I think it's a good joke. I think it just needs to be tightened a little bit, especially when I only have 3 minutes to do it. But I'm really proud of this one. I think it's a great, if you notice, I use the rule of 3, right? I kind of set it up. I give 2 examples, and the third one's the punchline. Don't hide away. Tell us you're gay. And then after that, I added an extra comment about how she's like, well, technically it's hanging in your closet. And the first time I told this joke, I hadn't thought of that tag, but I really like that tag. This is a good example of a tag that works really well. If you notice there, I kind of had to add a bit of physical humor to get the laugh. I'm not sure why it didn't hit as hard without that, because I think it's a really funny line, so maybe I'll have to test this one again. But I think overall, this is a great joke. It just needs to be tightened a little bit. And then my comment at the end there was a total ad lib.
Mom, I have nothing to tell you.
Which I'm learning are some of the biggest laughs of comedian sets, is people love it when you're candid, right? When you're just living in the moment. Play off of the audience. And I kind of noticed that when I made the comment of like, oh, I have nothing to tell you, Mom. It's like the audience was expecting that I was going to come out of the closet there. And I was like, I have really nothing to tell you. So that got a laugh because I think it built anticipation for, am I gay? Am I not?
Tell us you're gay.
All right, let's keep going.
She recently has become obsessed with the neighborhood birds. Makes sense. She is an empty nester. But I'm starting to get worried. I mean, I think she's going to go a little cuckoo if one of us doesn't have a grandchild.
Boom, easy joke. She's an empty nester right there. I'm not really a fan of puns unless they're really good. I think this one's really good. I don't think this one got enough credit. The one guy in my table really liked this joke, but the rest of the people were like, okay, good job, clever.
I mean, she treats these birds just like she did her kids growing up. She bought a bird bath, bird house, bird feeder. How far is this gonna go? I'm afraid I'm gonna walk in on her building a bird church. Like, Mom, what are you doing? Oh, it's for the Cardinals. I'm building a Sunday school. They had grandkids. Thank you, guys.
All right, so I think it was a solid end to the set. So that was the first time that I had told that joke. The rest of the jokes, I made some minor tweaks, but I had told them before, so I was a little more confident. This one, I think I could just get to the punch quicker there. I'm gonna have to rewrite that one, figure out how I can cut some things out. Like, I could probably cut the line about her going cuckoo, if she doesn't have grandkids. Then again, this is where it gets tough, because does that add to the eventual punchline of her building this bird church, going a little crazy? I ended up there with another punchline about how she's building it for a Cardinals. Boom, double entendre joke, right? Cardinals in the Catholic Church. Works also for birds, so that's a good joke. It got a laugh. And then I tied it in with a callback to my mom's character about, going so crazy that she's building a Sunday school for little birds. And then she's giving me a look like, come on, now where are my grandkids? I really like this set. I think this is an example of a set that it just works. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes I really have to kind of finesse and cut things and figure out, where the joke is. This one I felt like came a little bit more naturally, probably because it had a really easy character for my mom to play off of. That's probably why. And so overall, I'm really proud of this set. I feel like it's about time you guys saw me do well in one of these. We got better, I showed you guys a bomb. Last week I did okay. And then this week, I think this is an example of a good set. Does it still need work? Absolutely. What did I learn this week? Well, you want to get to the laugh as quick as you can, and I had a couple of good jokes. I think I started really fast. Like, if you notice my first joke, I had like 3 to 4 laughs on my first joke. But when it came to my final two jokes, the one about my mom putting up the signs around the house and then her building the bird church, I think those ones I could get to the punchlines a little bit quicker. So, that's going to do it for week 18 and my journey to become a stand-up comedian in just 1 year. Hey, if you enjoyed this, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. So if you're chasing a dream, you like stand-up, or you just want to see me bomb, you sick freak, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons. Toodles!